haka Northeast students but youth parliament arja arpsan kabala penlong da kaseng Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad ABVP New Delhi kabo Union Home Minister Amit Shah ulalong kebukongsan kiseng bhalang na po ka jilla kum ka HYC ka FKGGP ka RBYF ka JSM but kiwaipat kila yo banya simbenta hakani ka parliament ka bashisngi kala danru ka jingyashong banya mirjingmot hapadang ki nongsha khots ngobha haka ABVP para kawai na kani ka jingyashong yathir u president ka hinyo tribute council uba roy ku parson ram ula yo ekalat ban pensngo ban Pynpaw ki mat jing ki ba ka jella ka yatingkhu ki ba longkum ki mat jing dawa ki ba ka tei ka seng kala bu nakaliang uba roy ku parson ram ula ong baka jing ang note jong ka sarkar India ban wanra lintiral habaro kinong ba jong ki jella kala ban nomor long namar kumba kalong bat ban ai nuksa ya ka Shillong hakabaw loong baka ni kala ban sakot marway haka jing bam don ki Ïada na ka jing rung kerthap ki brio banapar bat ban dawa ban lingba ka ni ka forum kin pinsngaw siya ka sarkar India bakan ai shwa ki Ïada ri kumta ansala ban priang keluj mensim ya karal haka joko por lakran ru shapang ka jingjil lay jong drugs but bandawa ban bo no ya ka office jong ka narcotics control bureau NCB Shillong.
I'll speak about the current situation that we face as the state of Meghalaya. Meghalaya shares, when we speak about security and development, Meghalaya shares around 434 kilometer boundary with Bangladesh. And when we speak about security, to us, it is also related to influx and to immigration. I think most of you or many of you have seen and know for the fact that the Indo-Bangladesh border, particularly in the northeastern states, are very porous. One of such example, I think most of you have seen how a blogger, a YouTuber from Bangladesh made a video to show to the whole world and especially to his fellow Bangladeshi maybe how to enter India illegally even through the fence border. So this shows that a border, even if it is fenced, let alone if it is not fenced, it is very porous. And given the situation that Bangladesh is now, I think it is high time that the government of India should take steps to ensure that our borders are sealed. Why we want the border of Bangladesh to seal? It is because as a community, the Khasi Jaintia, as we are known as the Hinyo community, we are a microscopic tribe if we compare the population to the rest of India. We are here, of course, we have heard that we should put the national interest at the forefront. But for us as a community, we take it that national interest is important, but the interest of my community, of our community, is of utmost importance. Because if we cannot protect our own, if we cannot protect our own community, then we fear that a day will come if illegal immigration or influx are left undetected or unchecked, we will be a minority in our own land. That's why we want the government of India to find ways, to find means to check the illegal immigration. You have heard one of our friends said that in Assam around 85,000 illegal immigrants who have been detected, who have been registered, but suddenly these 85,000 people have disappeared from Assam. The question is, where will they go? We know for a fact that Manipur has ILP, we know for a fact that Nagaland has ILP, Arunachal has ILP, Mizoram has ILP. The only state left in the northeast of India that has no laws to regulate the movement of people is the state of Meghalaya. That's why time and again we have made these demands before the central government that we should have laws to regulate the movement of people. We fear that a day will come where our political rights, our demography will be changed. If you look at the present situation that Meghalaya is in now, I'm sorry to say that about 7 to 10 constituencies, especially in the plain belt area of Garo Hills, the people from other communities are deciding who will be the MLA, who will be the representative. Why? Because the movement of people into the state of Meghalaya are left unchecked and our borders are porous, and people from Assam or from any other state, especially the Bangladeshis, are finding it are finding Meghalaya as a safe haven. We urge the central government, it should take necessary steps to ensure that we as a community, we as a tribal people of the state, I speak not only on behalf of the Nyotrap, the Khasijantia, but I do speak for our tribal friends who are in the state of Meghalaya, a friend from Garo Hills, the Pooch, the Rabhas, the Hajongs, who are also here representing the other tribes from Meghalaya, because we understand that if this illegal immigration is not stopped, a day will come when these people from another community, another religion, everyone knows who are they will decide our fate, and the political demography of a state will be changed forever. Of course, every one of us wants development. Every one of us we want to be a part of India, to be a part of that dream in which we have heard the statement made by the Honorable Home Minister that by 2027, each and every state capital in the country will be connected by railway. But I'm sorry to say here that there will be only one state capital in the whole of the country, that is Shillong, that will not be connected by railway, because the people of our community, our religion fear that if we don't have laws or regulation to check influx, to check immigration of people, then we will not allow, or the people of the region will not allow railway to be connected to the state capital of Shillong. You have seen the news, even the proposed plan to connect railway through Assam, through Barnihat to Shillong, that has been abandoned. Now they are trying to go to the other parts of the state, but the people, us, we have always made our stand very clear that if you want us to be part of that development, of that dream, to make India #1 in the world by 2036, please give us protection. That is all we want. We're not against development, but we, as I've said, we will keep national interest as important, but for me, my community, my tribe is of utmost importance. And if we have to fight, we will fight for that, so that we get the protection that is needed. And if we speak about development, if we speak about security, it is alarming to tell you all that in the state of Meghalaya, with a population of around 30 lakhs, there are about 3 lakhs youths or citizens of the state who are drugs users. That is about 10% of the total population. We have been at the forefront to fight drugs-related issues. We have been able to pressurize the state government to implement the laws, the NDPS Act. Of course, after much protest, after our initiative, the government has taken steps. But we also understand that Meghalaya is a transit route. That Meghalaya is, because of its proximity to the Golden Triangle, it has become a route for the smugglers to bring in drugs to the other states, as well as to make our youths be addicted to drugs. And you cannot talk about security, you cannot talk about development when 10% of your youths are drug users. Because if they become drug users, they can also be, committed. They will be committing a lot of illegal activities. So if we have to stop, if you have to make Meghalaya as part of that dream of India, I urge through this forum that the government of India should also take steps to ensure that drugs are not being supplied, because Meghalaya does not produce drugs by itself. It is being brought from outside the state or from outside the country. And the responsibility to ensure that these drugs do not enter the state of Meghalaya, I'm not saying only the state of Meghalaya, but throughout the northeastern state or the whole country, is upon the central government. And we have also made a demand before the state government and the central government that the office of the Narcotics Control Bureau should be established in the state of Meghalaya, and most particularly in Shillong, so that it can take steps or initiative to ensure that these drugs are not being smuggled or not being brought to the state, to our state. And speaking about development, we understand that if you want development, then we have to make a holistic kind of development, not only infrastructure, but we have, of course, during the last session, we have discussed about the education system in the northeastern region. But for us, we also understand that there is this gap between the northeastern region, the people residing in northeast, and the mainland India. We have been called names time and again. We have been recognized as militants, as anti-nationals, as anti-India. But this forum today, in which we have seen 95 organizations from different groups, from different communities, given to the call that we want to be part of India, we want to take part in the development process of the country. This is the answer to all of you who say that Northeasterners are anti-national or anti-India. We want to be part of India, but at the same time, we urge upon you, we request you to please hear our calls also. To please hear the sentiments that we feel. All we want is safeguarding or protection of our tribe, of our community and our people. That is all we want from the central government and from our fellow brothers and sisters from mainland India. We have heard the statement said that Northeast is not only a part of India. They want to make Northeast the heart of India. We are all for that. Make us the heart of India, but do something to protect us. Because the issue of influx, the issue of immigration, you will not hear about immigration in other states in mainland India, but the issue of immigration is only in the northeastern part of India. Why? Because we have been left unguarded. We have been left with no laws or regulation. We have been mistreated in the last 75 years since we got our independence. And I hope that with this kind of forum, where we have got the statement made, where the Honorable Home Minister was present here, and I believe in the next session some other minister will grace this program. I hope that through this kind of programs, the central government will hear our plea and will make sure that what we feel, that what we demand are genuine. They are not only demand to serve any purpose, but the only purpose that we want it to be served is the purpose to protect and preserve our rich culture, our tradition, and our belonging as a tribal community.
I just have 2-3 points to make. Number one, as we know, SSC is a project of the central government which was started during the earlier party which ruled the central government. But now the SSA teachers, the SSA school, I'm talking about speaking specifically about the state of Meghalaya. We have come to know that the central government is cutting its grant which is provided for setting up of the SSA school, of paying of the salary to the SSA teachers every year. And in our state, the teachers who are teaching the SSA schools are now and again every year they are protesting against the government for the salary, for making their posts regularized and all that. So our only request to the central government is that it should think about, about making the SSA program permanent, so that the schools which have been established under the SSA program, the villages which have no road connection, the schools have been established in these villages, it should continue and the scheme should not be stopped. That is number one. Number two, I also agree with one of the points made by my brother, that there are a lot of universities, a lot of central university, a lot of central schools, the IITs, the IIMs that have been established in the northeastern region. But the question that begs us is that what is the use of these IITs, what is the use of these IIMs or the university if the students, the tribal students from the northeastern state are not getting opportunity to studies in these institutions? Or what is the use of these institutions if the qualified youths from our region, from our state, from our community are not getting the opportunity to lead or to teach in this university? So I humbly request through this forum that the central government should take steps to ensure that in these universities, in these institutions, the tribal youths from our state, from our region should also get opportunity to learn and to be admitted in this institution, as well as those qualified youths who are qualified to teach in these universities, may be able to give them opportunity. We have seen what happened to Nehru, Northeastern Hills University, when people who does not understand us, who does not understand the situation, the ground situation, be put at the helm of affairs. What happened to Nehru now? Nehru has gone down from being the first in among the 100 university in the whole of India to being ranked about 150 or 200. It shows that we need people to lead these universities who understand, who feels the pulse of the people in that particular region. So these are the 3 points that I want to make before this forum.
Habatin, page bahagi kishab, kashab plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataya kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut page ya kashab plus F hakajing som. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka iron la icon diat bada ka bathau bha kam kta ika dur jingki marbam ka jing mat lani ka rukom shed yaki balehi banai kita kadon ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan ka kot ka kia ka nutrition ba khambha ka jing im ba khambha pendon kam daki marbam madon ka sharp plus F menta ka sngi
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya